Now to Syria, where losses are mounting. For Bashar al-Assad, the rebels have captured another city, the city of Hama. In central Syria, Assad's forces have retreated from Hama. It's yet another blow for the Syrian president. For almost 8 days now, Assad and his troops have been trying to neutralize a significant threat. The rebels mounted a lightning offensive. They've taken control of multiple cities. It started with Aleppo, which is Syria's second largest city. The rebels seized the city Aleppo on the 1st of December, and now Hama has fallen, setting the stage for a bigger offensive. To understand why, look at the map. Look at where Hama is located, right in the middle of Aleppo and Damascus. Damascus is the capital of Syria, and the road to Damascus leads through Hama, lies through Hama. That's what makes it strategically crucial. Damascus is a stronghold of Bashar al-Assad. The rebels are eyeing it now. Until recently, an assault on Damascus seemed like a far-fetched idea, but not anymore. The rebels have an upper hand, and their defense supplies have got a boost. Today they took control of a military base near Hama. The fall of Hama is a serious setback for Assad's regime. He's been at war with rebels for 13 years now. The civil war began in 2011 with an uprising against the Assad regime. It was during the Arab Spring. Hama was one of the cities where the protest began back then. These were peaceful protests, but Assad responded with brutal force. 3 years later, in 2014, the ISIS reared its head. A terror group, the Islamic State, wanted to set up a caliphate in the region. Their attacks plunged Syria into deeper chaos. International powers entered the picture. They entered the civil war in Syria. The ISIS was defeated in 2019, but 5 years later a splinter group of the Al-Qaeda has hit back there, better organized, better equipped. The group is called the HTS, the Hayat al-Sham. They're spearheading the offensive against Assad with help from other opposition groups. They have exposed Assad's forces. It appears that Syrian troops are not even putting up a fight today. They simply bailed on Hama. The Syrian army announced the withdrawal themselves. Their statement is on your screen. Why did they withdraw from Hama? Apparently, and I'm quoting, to preserve civilian lives and prevent urban combat. It's a bit rich coming from a force that committed unspeakable atrocities on the Syrian people. The fact is, Assad's army is demoralized. Reports say they're now spreading rumors claiming gains in territories that they have lost, all in a bid to boost the morale of soldiers. Assad is doing his bit too. In the middle of this conflict, the president has announced a salary hike for soldiers, a 50% salary hike. President Assad clearly is on the back foot, but it would be wrong to write him off. He has powerful supporters like Russia. Reports say Moscow is sending reinforcements. It is sending mercenaries to Syria. These are former soldiers of the Wagner Group, Russia's private military force. Wagner was created by Yen Pran in 2014. He was a former confidant of Russian President Vladimir Putin. Pran died last year in a plane crash. This was after he led a mutiny against the Russian state. It was widely speculated that the Kremlin was behind his death. Pran and Putin had a falling out over the war in Ukraine. Russia has denied all these reports, but after Pan's death, Moscow took control of the Wagner soldiers. Some of its mercenaries were absorbed into the Russian forces, and now some of them are being sent to Syria to fight for Assad. Russian planes are already targeting rebels here, and now it will be Russian troops. All of this points to an escalation. The fighting in Syria is set to intensify. Assad is counting on allies like Russia and Iran, but remember, both Russia and Iran are in conflicts of their own, so we'll have to wait and see how far they will go to save Assad. Thanks for watching this video.